Man, we back. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and we back at it with late breaking news. Here in the world of God, Lee, that's crazy. Do we have a news channel? Anyway, we back. I'm back with late breaking news. There's some late breaking news in the comic book world. This comes our way. This comes to us on Twitter. Ironically enough, the subject is the same person who was the subject of. I don't know what we got going on. It's Monday. It's Monday. And I know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I do not know. What I do know is that somebody don't know what not to say. So now the ethnicity of Roberto Da Costa is not a big deal. It ain't ever been a big deal. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. I thought about this video. I wasn't gonna do this video, but I kept looking at stuff, and I was like, wow, is this how far we're going? So on the heels of the mantle comment, what's going on, Nightella? What's going on? On the heels of the mantle comment, we get some other stuff going on with the same person. And at this particular point in time, I don't know if this person is, I think they acted, because you can't say you comments explain. That's saying a lot. You can't say you comments explain and then turn around and say something as crazy as Roberto Da Costa's ethnicity ain't really that big of a damn deal. Because we all know neither is Sam Guthrie's Southern drawl, but that damn drawl been there since he showed up. And not every writer writes him with that Southern drawl, but we know his that way from Kentucky. We know that. We know Sam. Sam got a sister, had an action figure just come out this year and every damn thing like that. Yeah. We not finna do that. Zon, ain't she Vietnamese? She Vietnamese for a reason. We know that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do. Danielle Moonstar, she Native American. She Native American for a reason. We're not gonna do that. Rain Sinclair, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Rain Sinclair, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, damn. Her characteristics, first of all, Irish Catholic, serious, devout Irish Catholic. Like, you need to know that's what that is. Don't play. Stop that. Stop. Oh my God. Stop that. Stop, dude. Stop. Dude. And then for you to be a comic explain, you know the same reason why Roberto Da Costa then showed up various shades of brown, light, bright, of damn near white is the same reason why it happened to Fastos. Is the same reason why it happened to Jon Stewart in his first damn appearance. Stop saying stupid stuff. You a comic. See, you don't draw that line in the sand. You don't gatekeep yours. You have folks say stuff like this. Now, because he's considered to be a comic book historian, right? Ain't nobody gonna do the due diligence to go back and just fact check his ass. No, they just gonna go off what he damn say. No, we know why Roberto Da Costa is Roberto Da Costa. What did Roberto Da Costa suffer from? Being bullied. And why was Roberto being bullied? Even though he rich as hell. Like he's sitting on paper. Like that's the other damn thing. Roberto's sitting on paper. Why was Roberto bullied? Oh, he's a Afro-Brazilian. You know what? Let's back up a little bit. Why does the New Mutants team mirror the team from Giant Size X-Men 1? Because that was done on purpose. Yeah. Good. You know what? DEI. Yeah, we wanted to make, because see, the OG5, they weren't selling like that no more. No. The OG5 weren't selling like that no more. So what we did was we went and got a diverse group. That, you know what they tried to do unsuccessfully with the Eternals? Trash. Yeah, they went and got a diverse group. You had somebody, let me see, somebody who was from Germany, somebody was from Russia. Low key thinking there was two European countries, but hey, nevertheless, you get John Proudstar, Native American, true. Aurora, folks, African, Native, actually American. We want to say African, but actually American, right. Hiro Yoshida, Sunfire. Oh hell, that's Japan. Like then we have Sean, right? Banshee and him, yeah. Irish, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, okay, shit. Diverse group. Bam, it blew up. Okay, New Mutants. We finna do the same damn thing. And mind you, I bought this graphic novel as a kid. So I don't know how we get to the point where, and we saying it with our whole chest. Like that's, I ain't even want to do this. Rob is compromised, or as I like to call people, Lego, Lego think like him, or scroll. I say, oh, I don't want to do all that. I just want it to be where, first of all, the people that's agreeing with him that Roberto's ethnicity doesn't matter. I don't know if he want them in his fan group. Like I don't know, because I went and looked at quite a few of their profiles, and their profiles, Bump being the right, they're the, like Bump being the right as in RIGHT. No. Right as in RICHT is what they would be. So I don't know if that's who you necessarily want capping for you in regards to Roberto's ethnicity doesn't matter. That's a characteristic. It's a key characteristic. It's there for a reason. I don't know. I didn't even know I was coming on. I just, and his justification for why he's doing it. Listen, his justification for not doing it comes across as one of those when folks say they don't see color. When folks say they don't see color. So at the very least, you should be aware, cognizant, be able to read the room. Roberto's ethnicity has been a hot button topic since X-Men 97. That action figure is getting ready to show up in stores, and just so y'all know, that's a dark skinned action figure. Like, yeah, they not, Hasbro not even finna play with that one. No, that action figure cannot be mistaken for being Caucasian, European. No. That action figure finna come out brown skin. So that's what that is. But I don't know what we got going on. And I didn't know it was to that degree. But I'm like, at this point in time, are we trolling, or are we really that naive? I don't, because I don't want to believe we're trolling, as in we're just, because I see where people have become emboldened to say stuff currently. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that's not what it is, but to be saying stuff that can easily be proven is not right. Like, he's factually incorrect. Like, that's the whole damn thing about it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Dirt too many on his bumper. Yeah, just like Mr. Priest, he's oblivious. I don't know what's going on. Giant Size X-Men was 100% DEI because it was done with respect and an interesting spin on characters that actually put effort in. Yeah, absolutely. And those that read it know. So if you read that, you knew what New Mutants was. That was them trying to catch that fire again. Okay, well, that was a diverse crew. They were diverse for a reason, and to act like they weren't diverse for a reason to diminish it. Well, damn, I asked the question earlier today. Are you explaining comics or are you doing something different? Because I'm not, I don't want to say I'm in your lane, but see, I don't believe in just talking. We the Rock With Me Nation, we believe in putting our foot where our mouth is and everything like that. We don't just talk about it. And see, I noticed folks get real comfortable talking about stuff they clearly say they don't give two damns about. Like, you don't want to acknowledge your ethnicity. Said no white person ever. Said no white person ever. No white person, whether they are racist or not, is ever going to diminish their ethnicity. They're not going to do that. They're not. As a matter of fact, they're not even going to just claim a damn color. No, they're going to actually tell you where they're from. They're not going to look negatively upon whether, hell, you got folks still claiming the Confederacy here in America. So saying you black or saying you Hispanic, that's a bad thing? No, it ain't no bad. It ain't necessarily that you got to harp on it, but damn, clearly when we look at you, dude, you want to keep it ambiguous because we know you're not white. Like, you're not. Your features, your features. But we're not harping on that. No one ever gave two damns about that, to be perfectly honest. It was Comics Explained. You're the one indirectly making your ethnicity part of this particular topic when it don't need to be. Why? Because you're being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous. I'm gonna go right here. First of all, knowing that, folks, it's been a hot button topic since X-Men 97. I don't know why you would even go down that hole. I don't. Sunspot is Afro-Brazilian. Roberto Da Costa is Afro-Brazilian. You can say that and walk away. You can say that and walk away. Saying it ain't a big deal. Okay, so Aurora's ethnicity, Sean's, Cassidy, that ain't no big deal. John Proudstar, James Proudstar, and Hiro Yoshida, ain't no big deal. Hell, Logan. If it ain't no big deal, it ain't no damn big deal. Or is it just not a big deal when it comes to POC characters? We know Logan is Canadian. Ain't no shame in that. James Howard. Ain't nobody looking two ways at Sean Cassidy with the mutton chop sideburns and everything. I think he got a raw deal during the age of Krakoa, but that's just me. But we're not finna do that. We're not finna disparage it. Why are you? Why are you going so hard? On social media, what for? Who is your target audience in this? First, you want to diminish T'Challa. Now it's Roberto Da Costa. What you got going on? And smiling don't make it right. Laughing all the damn time, it don't mean you can't be up to malicious stuff. I want to know what you got going on, because I'm sitting up here right now because I ain't never seen you really do the investment that we doing. I mean, I think it's safe to say, if you know the knowledge, you know the knowledge. You can do comic book reviews and everything like that. Me and my brother D-Real doing it. You got Flash by Night Marvel doing it and everything like that. You got my brother Kamoyo King. He dropping off shorts and everything like that. So I think it's safe to say we ain't backed by nobody. So I think it's safe to say it can be done. But now, are you doing this? Yeah. We're not gonna just sit up here and just say we Sunspot fans. Oh no, we can go prove it. Do you got this? Did you ever think to ask Hasbro, Where's the alternate head sculpt? How about this as a suggestion? Maybe by the current Roberto Da Costa, you know, the one that they're going to release for X-Men 97, and put his head sculpt on here. Or what you could do is, watch this, because we say Sharon is Karen over here. Go ahead and get one of them young black Power Rangers. That's black. But see, black. See, I understand something. Because you got folks in your circle. They proud to be white, but they anti every damn thing else. We not the same over here. It really is about respecting the source, the comic book source of all the characters. See, I can easily pull out Sunspot. I can. But isn't there a movie out right now? A movie that I really didn't damn talk about. But isn't there a movie out right now that you would swear is amazing? Yeah, we didn't go see the movie. We ain't have to go see the movie because we got it right here at the house, big dog. We got it right here at the house, big dog. We ain't got to lie about it. We ain't gotta do none of that. We ain't got to lie about it. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do none of that. I don't want folks thinking like that. And then you know, because we truly are comic book historians, you know, what is it? It don't make no sense to have Roberto Da Costa, right, without having his homeboy Sam Guthrie. See, I don't want folks thinking it's like that. You see, we put respect on everything right here. Yeah, we ain't got to diminish one to uplift the other. We ain't got to do that. No. Both of them. Both of them. New Mutants. Graphic novel, right? He right up there in the cover, the corner, with the face and everything like that. Ain't he black? Or is it you can't be black with straight hair? I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what buttons you trying to push. I don't know. But at some point in time, you smiling, you saying everything is amazing. That's no longer acceptable. At some point in time, it get to be, no, you doing this on purpose. You doing so now you spread misinformation for a reason. You doing it deliberately. I don't want to think like that. But damn, in less than 24 hours, you need to get your numbers up. No, you don't. You don't need to be the agent of chaos. That ain't what you need. Let me keep up with these notes. We got Dirk 2 Minute in the building. Now tell him says just like Priest scroll. Jermaine Knowles pulled up. Giant size X-Men. It absolutely was the world finest team up. What's going on? It's Terrence. We chilling, big Terrence. We chilling. Jarrett. I think they should just make Sunspot full Afro-Brazilian than half. I don't know why we got to keep half and stuff. We do half with Miles. We do half with Roberto. we do half with Darwin. I'm like, damn. Miles could have either been full Puerto Rican, right? Wouldn't have missed the beat. Or full African American. It could have been. Could have been. I don't know why we did the half thing. I don't know why we keep making that a thing. No, he could have been full-blown Puerto Rican. Matter of fact, here we go. Folks might feel some type of way about this when I get ready to say it. I'm for that. I'm for Miles being a full-blown Puerto Rican, no African. Why? Why am I saying that? Because where's their hero at? He would be it. They don't have it because Moore was not it. We're not doing that. Moore was not it. Miles would be that hero, full-blown Latino. Now that Spider-Man costume with the Puerto Rican flag on it, that make all the sense in the world. That make all the sense in the world. I'm for that. I'm just telling you, I'm for that because they ain't got that. See how I'm thinking about somebody else outside of myself? They ain't got that. So I would be a fan of that. But no, you're not. You got a point there, Jermaine. You got a point there. Oh, spinning the block. Come on, your king. Yeah, we spinning the block, Mr. Ray Smith. Uh-oh. Now, see, this is when I step back. Because when Mr. Ray Smith pull up, I defer. Rob, that's not the person to have that conversation with in regards to Roberto Da Costa, his ethnicity, his representation, and his portrayal in the comics. He ain't the one. He ain't the one. As a matter of fact, y'all mess around. I'll be to ask Mr. Ray Smith, could he pull up for Friday Night Vibes? Now I'm gonna tell you what could be interesting, because I can sit back and not say nothing. It could be Rob on Friday Night Vibe with Mr. Ray Smith on Friday Night Vibe. I ain't gonna say nothing. I wouldn't open my mouth. I'd sit back just like this right here. Now that would be it right there. That would be that fire. That would be that funk right then. Because if I don't know nothing else, I know who that is. Mr. Oh man, I know who that is. I still think they should just make Sunspot. Yeah. Let's see here. Mr. Like I said, my elder that pulled up. Somebody got to Rob. He's selling out, and I refuse to believe he just naive the way I don't know what Rob got going on. I don't know whether I'm almost of the mindset. If I'm looking at time frame, okay, well, we couldn't get folks crunk for Captain America 4. That ain't work. And even though, which I was thoroughly surprised, but I'm like, bro, you know that's not the Thunderbolts. Why are you trying to get folks excited? If nobody else knows that's not the Thunderbolts, you know that's not the Thunderbolts, and you know why folks wouldn't like that variation. You say nothing. Okay. So if I sit there, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four low-key sell itself. Fantastic Four low-key sell itself. But there were those out there that noticed the fanfare that was generated for Fantastic Four, what as far as getting folks hyped, wasn't the same hype surrounding Captain America 4, nor Ironheart, nor Eyes of Wakanda. I didn't care, but there were folks out there saying, hey, Marvel didn't hype these shows like that. Okay. Well, now we're starting to hear about Black Panther 3. Well, how do I get you hyped about Black Panther 3? Because the question on the table, who is in Black Panther 3? Coming off the heels of Doomsday and Secret Wars, the question is, who is in Black Panther 3? Well, what this would be is PR. Because if you want T'Challa, you don't want no variant. If you want to, mind you, Top 10 Nerd just did a Black Panther video a few minutes ago. And I'm sitting up here looking like, that's interesting. But Top 10 Nerd is telling you the ultimate Black Panther is T'Challa. Yeah, that's crazy. 50-minute video dedicated to you knowing that it's about T'Challa. Everybody else is everybody else, literally. Well, we're trying to get folks hyped for Black Panther 3. And to a degree, in Doomsday still being written, and they tell you the Russos still writing the script. Oh, okay. Why would y'all still be writing the script? Because you don't know who I'm going to take as a Black Panther fan. Is that person in this that's supposed to be the Black Panther? Is this Tucson? Is this T'Challa variant? Or is this T'Challa? How this script finna play out? Because there's a lot riding on this, because fanfare would get out there, rumors would get out there, plot leaks would get out there. Everybody not going to accept a T'Challa variant. I would dare say even less are going to accept a T'Challa Jr. So you might not want to put T'Challa in there, but you got to find a way to get him in there. Well, if you don't want to put him in there, you get people that are trusted sources, trusted comic book historians that people like, people rock with, you know who they are, whether they be movie critics or whether they be comic book reviewers and everything like that, and they'll tell you that it's just a mantle. Some of us gonna know better because we actually read the comics. Some of us not gonna know any better because we don't just read comics, we just collect the comics. We just put them on our wall. And then you have those of us that go to them for their knowledge, and we don't double check behind them. We just go off of every damn thing they say. So when somebody like he says it's just a mantle, well, he ain't the only one saying it. No, you got some blurs saying it's just a mantle. You got some comic book, you got some movie reviewers saying it's just a mantle. Whether they calling themselves awesome or everything, whether they call themselves everything or awesome, they saying the same damn thing. Well, safe to say, they got the same agenda. They got the same motivation. What they don't have is the same care and concern you have for that character. That's what you need to know. One of them should be saying something different though. The comic book historian should never be saying the same thing as the movie critic. Never. The comic book historian should never be saying the same thing as the actor, actress, director, writer. They supposed to know more. They supposed to know more. Yeah. We got Mr. Ray Smith, like I said, my elder in the building. Just like Undercover Brother, it must be the chicken. Got to be something strange going on, because pretty hard to disparage everything black. Like I said, I don't know why. I don't know what we got going on. This is 2025. We do see the social world we live in and everything like that. And even though people would like for us to not make it about certain stuff, damn, I ain't never heard anybody say, well, hold on. See, this is when it'd be too easy. Didn't folks lose their ish when Mark Spector did not show up as Jewish? Now, mind you, we know Mark Spector Jewish, but we also know Mark Spector suffer from multiple personality disorder. That means all them damn personalities locking in with you being Jewish, dude. Like that ain't what that is. That ain't what that is. But you think he said something? You think he said something? And if we're being honest, if Roberto Da Costa's Afro-Brazilian ethnicity hasn't been fleshed out, is that the character's fault or is that the writer's fault, Rob? Whose fault is it? No. Whose fault is it that you know more about Sam Guthrie's Southern drawl than Roberto Da Costa's Afro-Brazil? Whose fault is it? See, this is what happens when you have folks that don't see themselves in a character writing that character. That's what winds up happening. They don't think there's any value to that character to even expound upon their ethnicity. No. Right, that character is just Afro-Brazilian in name only, and that's low key what you're saying, Rob. Well, is that the character's fault or is that the editor and the writer's fault? And if you are multi-ethnic like you claim to be, why aren't you able to, at the very least, articulate that? You know what? This might sound kind of harsh, but at this particular point in time, as someone who's out here in this lane, I'm so damn sick and tired of coming across Terry Bollea. I'm gonna say it one more time, and I meant what I said. I'm so damn sick and tired of coming across Terry Bollea because you sit up there and you smile in our face, and you will take our money just to not give two damns, not to give two damns. And the shame of it all is go through your own personal trials and tribulations as a person, and we lock in as people. When you hurt, we hurt. You going through something, we going through something. Just to find out at the end of the day, you don't give two damns about us. Yeah, I'm gonna unsubscribe. I'm gonna unsubscribe. Not gonna tell anybody else what to do. I'm gonna unsubscribe. I thought you cared. You don't. You don't give two damns. You ain't got to. But I would be a fool, a complete and utter idiot, to continue to support somebody who goes above and beyond to show they don't give two damns about me and mine. Now, what me and mine do, the rest of us do, it's up to us. Up to us individually. But here's what I know. There's nothing I can learn from you except how to be naive. I'll use that word. That's the only thing I can learn from you. As far as comic book knowledge, nope. No. There's nothing you can teach me on that landscape. Nothing. And I doubt you are humble enough to want to learn from over here, but we know damn good and well when it, at the very least, when it comes to black characters, whether they be full-blown black, half black, I know more and care more than you do. And that's not even close. So thus, I don't need to go to you for any of that content whatsoever. You know what? I hit up Mr. Smith. I call my brother Darryl. I hit up Flash by Night Marvel. Yeah, that's what I do. If I want that knowledge, I know who to go. Grand Madam Tarot, Maxine Shaw, May Kent. Yeah, if I need it, hell, Marvel Unlimited, Fallout Comics. We ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. And there are a couple of places I can go to for the free. We ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. Damn, Rob, he getting back to back by the. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. I ain't saying. Yes, they did show they behind when Mark Spector was not shown to be Jewish. See, that's common knowledge. That's common knowledge, and you know that's common knowledge. So if you know folks that showed their ass about him being Jewish, why would you? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let me say, or should I say, we back again? I almost didn't click and thought it last stream uploaded. No, yeah, I mean, I didn't want to give it to Rob. I ain't even want to do this. I'm like, damn. So you don't, your grandparents was active during the civil rights era. Salute. Nothing but salute, mad respect. And you don't want to be defined by your ethnicity. Said no white person ever. Said no white person ever. The fact you feel like you got to apologize for being multi-ethnic, damn. That's low-key what that sounds like. But that's your call. That is absolutely your call. That's your right. Well, just because you don't want to focus on your ethnicity, once again, said no white person ever, doesn't mean we're not going to focus on those characters were created a certain way for a certain reason. You need me to say that one more time? Them characters were created in a certain way for a certain reason. And the creators of those characters know it. The fact that somebody calling themselves Comic Explained can't even be bothered to explain that. It's just, damn. Like, damn, I don't even know what to say. I can't take you seriously anymore as a, no, I can't. I can't take you. No, that's like me taking rappers seriously that said they would never support the president. I can't take you seriously no more. I can't. You would think with a character like Sunspot should have been exploring Afro-Brazilian culture, samba, capoeira, even, you like I said that? Capoeira, you like that? You like that? You have to roll that tongue. Capoeira, yeah, capoeira, even struggles that share similar to African Americans. You're not wrong. You not wrong. I'm conflicted at this point in time because I would be looking for us to do it. But right now, when I look at how we write certain characters, I don't know if to trust us no more. I would want the person that's, Afro-Brazilian to write the character. But then I'm sitting up here like, I don't even know if I could trust the Afro-Brazilian to write the character like the Afro-Brazilian, because I'm looking at this over here, and never mind, that's me being petty. Come on back. I've been unsubscribed for almost a year. Yeah, I ain't want to talk about it and not be about it. So yeah, I just went and unsubscribed too. Before I forget, damn it, we ain't gonna do all that. Appreciate that, Black Panther. Appreciate that. Rob is good reading, condensing, and upload comic book stories on YouTube, but he doesn't like criticism. Don't do stuff just read the comic book. Review the damn comic book. Don't offer your personal opinions on this. His fault. You don't like criticism. Don't do stuff to be criticized. That's real easy. Just read and review the damn comic book. Stop talking about this dude. Ethnicity don't matter. So you don't think you're gonna offend anybody when you say it? Golly, that's the whole damn mental thing. And here's the sad part: he know what he don't know. He know what he don't know, and for whatever reason, I can't get him to keep his foot out his mouth. Stop. Shh. Talk about Fantastic Four. Talk for the rest of the week. Talk about Fantastic Four. Talk about the Fantastic Four comic book. Talk about the Fantastic Four movie. You can't go wrong. Throw some Nora Rad in there. You can't go wrong. You can't. But stay from over here, because you. I don't know what you got going on. Was Mark Spector really Jewish? No, Mark Spector's Jewish. See. I'm a comic book fan. I've been reading Moon Knight since I was a kid. Mark Spector is actually Jewish. Didn't make sense back then, just like it don't make sense back now. You Jewish. How the hell an Egyptian deity? Never mind. See that didn't make sense to me back then. The argument will be why he ain't Jewish. The argument will never be why does he have access to an Egyptian deity. He's Jewish. Come on over here. Come on over here. There's some deities right on over here. They can get you straight. Yeah, it's some deities over here based on Khonshu that can get you straight. But no, you're not over here. You can still be called the Moon Knight. You just don't have access to Khonshu no more, because you never should have. But yeah, he's Jewish for real. Black Panther, I think he was affected by Benny's death. He's still reeling like Kugler over his. Okay, so no. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna blame our friends' passing for us being irresponsible. I'm not going to do that. We can be emotional, be liars. No, I'm not going to do that. Be deceivers. No, I'm not doing that. What I will not do is even think about him blaming that on Benny's passing. No, that ain't got a damn thing to do with it. It don't. It don't. Because there's quite a few of us, maybe you aren't one, that have lost close family, friends, and loved ones, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So no, I'm not going to entertain that Benny's passing has got him out here being irresponsible. Benny's passing might have him taking a vacation. Yeah. Benny's passing might have him dedicating every video to Benny. I would get that. I would understand that. I'm here for that. I know what that's like. I'm here for that. But Benny's passing being an excuse, justification for him to be irresponsible when it comes to speaking on certain characters, because he ain't doing that with every character. Certain characters, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm not even going to, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna remove that comment. I'm gonna remove that. Yeah, no, you good, Shorter. You good. You good. We right there. I'm rocking with you. We right there. But I don't even want to. No. When you have 1 million or 2 subs, you stop caring. I'm of the mindset you didn't care in the first place. If that's what it was, you never did care. The number shouldn't matter. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this to get rich, or are you doing it for the culture? If he was doing it to get rich, then he never cared. So you can't say he stopped caring. He never cared. Oh no, Theo. When would have made sense if a character from Wakanda, Africa in general, to get powers from yeah. See what he said? Yes, it would have made sense for a character from Africa, Egypt, which is on the continent of Africa, to get powers from Khonshu. But a European, Anglo-Saxon, that practices Catholicism. Well, first and foremost, that deity don't like you. Yeah, that deity, you don't believe in that deity, and you don't believe in the deity, which that deity is going to take as a serious disrespect. You up in their temple and you don't believe in them? Stop. See, I'm gonna make this simple. That's like going up in the house of God and you don't believe in him. You don't think he's gonna take offense to that? Like, whether you believe in him or not, if you did believe in him, if he was real, you didn't think it's disrespectful to walk up in a regular person's house and you ain't giving them they due. Yeah. So on that note, I didn't come here for to beat a horse and everything like that. But Grandma Tarot, see, she would be the one to tell you, stop playing. I didn't come in here to beat a dead horse. What I really wanted to come in here and get across, reinforce what we've been saying since December 10th, 2020. If you don't stand up for you, who will? By now, we should be like, oh damn, we've been putting our trust in a lot of people to lead us right. And some of these folks been playing like they recast the child. No, they plans. Keep you nerfed, keep you immobile, keep you stagnant. As Gray say, the representation you get is the representation you settle for. And quite a few of these cats been perfectly fine with you getting the representation you settle for. Prime example, he was the same dude that did not bother to educate folks on Ironheart. Same dude. Oh, it's amazing. He said his family, his grandparents were active during the civil rights era. Well, bro, you ain't doing nothing right now. Not to honor them. You couldn't even be bothered to tell folks that the character in the damn series was trauma porn, as one of us said. You couldn't even be bothered. You talking about civil rights. You ain't keeping it a buck when it comes to civil rights. Because what was civil rights about? Black people, people of color, and women, we don't want to act like that, they were involved in it, being treated equally. Well, where's the equal representation in that? It ain't. You know Riri Williams ain't a damn criminal, and you didn't say nothing. But now we know why. Because you the same dude. You the same dude, Rob. You the same dude. You the same dude. So now we know what it is. I didn't want it to be like that. Quite a few of us didn't want it to be like that. Because we actually came into this rocking with you. But damn, I ain't finna rock with somebody that ain't rocking with me. Hell, when it come to Comics Explained, it's either me, Daryl, or Kamoyo. I said what I said and I meant what I meant. We know it ain't you. You don't care about what we care about. And I really want to go where I'm appreciated and celebrated vice tolerated. Clearly over there, we're just tolerated. You got bigots over there that's chirping for you. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. You ain't got to explain nothing no more. You don't. Hey, over there, black characters, you can do the white ones over there all damn day, all day, twice on Sunday. But we'll hold it down. We'll hold it down for the black ones. We will. You don't even worry about it. They ain't got to check with you no more. And if it sounds like I'm telling folks, go unsubscribe from him and come rock with me, Dara, Kamoyo, and my brother Flash by Night. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because now you seeing what it is. Now they exposing themselves. Now they telling on themselves. Well, why F with somebody who low-key ain't effing with you? That's what I got. Rob used to correct MCU changing things and tell people this is, no, he can stay where he at right now. Just saying hello from West Africa. What's going on, LA? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you so much for pulling up. If I had his talent and dedication in comics like Rob and others, I would be at those numbers and be the nicest, cutest job, hobby. I'm jealous in a way, whether it be a comic reader or gamer. Well, here's what I can say. It depends. You say you be at his numbers, but if you ain't talking like how, I'm just gonna tell you, talking like how you talk, I don't know anybody else out there that talks like you talk and is at Rob's numbers. Like I don't think that person exists. I don't think that person exists. Because you ready? This gonna sound real. This gonna sound weird. You got too much color to you. you got too much color to you. You got too much color to you and shorter. So you would have to you could make it exciting, but you're gonna have to bring all that. You have to reel that back. You gotta pull that back. You gotta pull that back. You gotta pull that back. That said, I'm out. yeah. I should have said I'm live now. I'm saying you gonna have to pull back the pro blackness. You gonna have to tip your pinky toe in. Don't go all the way in. Don't put your foot in there, because you put your foot in there, folks don't like when you talk like that. Haven't watched other comic book reviews besides you, Theo. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, Berto got beat because he was black, which it be right there. It be right there. And the thing that you say stuff, not you, us that's out here, we say stuff that's easily fact checkable. That could easily, like, it's one thing to make an honest mistake. God knows we make mistakes. I ain't perfect. I make mistakes myself. But when you go and be up above and beyond to say something that folks be looking at you like, now, damn it, you should know better. What the Asiatic say? Berto got beat because he was black, which caused his powers to activate where he looks even more black. That was a statement. And Rob, you know that. If you don't know that, then damn it, you ain't as knowledgeable as you claim, as you telling folks that go back to that whole, you telling folks that T'Chaka was a retcon back. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I couldn't even believe you said that, because I'm like, as much as you talk, you know damn good and well T'Chaka showed up the same year T'Challa did. So we're not. If you don't know T'Chaka showed up the same year T'Challa showed up, I don't know. That's not, you're not who I should be going to for Black Panther content. I don't mean that maliciously. I'm just saying they started off right there. If you can't do that, which is that's the bare minimum. You don't know that. I don't want to. You telling stuff is just a mantle. I can't do that other stuff. Hello, not hell no. I'm a radical. My reader. See, you two not gonna promote that. you two not gonna promote that. If folks don't like that radical, you know what, Shooter, you might be able to get it, because it might be a generation thing with me. I might be too old at this particular point in time. I might be rubbing folks the wrong way because I look older and everything. I get it. I understand. So you might be able to do it. You might be able to speak life into that and everything like that. That said, I'm out. Just know that I hope this was another teachable moment. This was another teachable moment. Everybody that you like don't necessarily like you. Everybody that claim to be interested in what you interested in ain't interested in what you interested in. This, regardless of how nice they look, how friendly they look, it don't matter. It don't matter. This was another teachable moment. And right now, I love it because everybody's just exposing themselves left and right. Good Lord, keep telling on yourself. So if it's not me, I would advise go find you another credible content, comic book content provider to go rock with. Someone that you can trust, that at the very least cares about the characters you care about. Right. Someone that's not going to give you misleading information. So yeah, that's what I would advise right there. This ain't it. I unsubscribe. No sweat off my nose. I got a library. Marvel Unlimited, D-Real, Mr. Smith, Kamoyo King, Flash by Night Marvel. I got a plethora. And then there are other people that throw stuff my way. Miss Maxine Shaw, Gray, Diabolical, S-Jadix, and everything like that. Black Granite, Juju, Big Ronnie, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all come off the top rope with stuff and everything like that. So it ain't ever a one-person show. It ain't ever a one-person show. So yeah. That's why I'm good over here with the Rock With Me Nation. Yep. That's why I'm good right here with the Rock With Me Nation. Because we don't care about being right or wrong. We care about being accurate. Everybody can't say that. Everybody can't say that. Let me see. Dope Spill is great. I'm subscribed to him. I'm subscribed to him. Dope Spill is great. He has a great reading voice on his videos and it's entertaining. He is. He absolutely is. I listen. Boy, look. It's gonna sound crazy, but you mess around and you ate some, had your good meal and everything like that right there. You watching, he doing the video, he been to put you to sleep. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean his voice is soothing. I know y'all be like, damn, you said that. His voice is soothing. Hell, I'm secure in my masculinity. His voice is soothing. Yeah. His voice is soothing. Hell, I can say that. I ain't mad at that. Hell, his voice is soothing. Hell, truth be told, Benny's voice, soothing. Rob's voice, soothing. See, I can give compliments all day, every day, twice. It don't take nothing away from me. His voice is soothing, but his motivation, his knowledge, shake, 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 shake. Shout out to Emmanuel Hudson. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all for pulling up. Share the video. Listen, go where you're celebrated. Go where you're celebrated. That's that. If you can't take anything, go where you're celebrated. Go where people care about the. Go be around folks that care about the same, if not similar things that you do. That way, you never feel alone, and it's safe to say you ain't gonna ever feel betrayed. Because damn, I'm tired of these Hogan moments around here and everything like that. Like I ain't know you was necessarily moving like that, but now that I know, I know. That said, we out. Black Granny has hit me up and everything like that on Twitter. Listen, we are first. If you want to grow the fandom and you're serious about growing the fandom, we do need to get together. And as you can see right now, everybody not concerned, right? You done found out twice from the same person today. Your concerns, your cares or concerns ain't his cares or concerns. Well, if we want to blow these characters up, what I can say to you is that standing off, being individuals is not going to do it. It takes more than one. It takes a concerted effort. Everybody can't do the same thing. Everybody has a job to do, and everybody has to own that job. So if that's what we're about and everything like that, don't let people tell you what we can't do. We right over there on Twitter. We right over there on Blue Sky. We right over there on what is it, on Stitches or whatever. I think that's what it's called, Instagram too. So just holler at us. As they once said in New Jack City, we all we got. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Late great Don Cornelius, Chadwick Boseman. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.